Tonight, Hurricane Dorian has devastated the Bahamas, and now it is heading north. We track the storm. Also, new pressure on Congress and Mitch McConnell to do something about the gun violence that is plaguing this country. A former NRA lobbyist joins us, and believe it or not, he wants better gun control. Then, even golf and hurricanes are polarizing when it comes to this president. We'll show you what you mean. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to RFL. I'm Richard French. You know, usually, just about every night, we cover issues both around our region and nationally. Well, tonight, however, we're part of the news story. And we start here with the future of Fios1 News, which will cease to exist come November 15th. At least that's according to the current plan. As we've told you, this program, of course, will continue to run on RNN and its affiliates in Boston, Philadelphia, and D.C. But around 150 people, both behind and in front of the camera, they'll be displaced as a consequence. And on a broader level, the change, it will eliminate a voice in the hyperlocal news landscape. It's something we've already seen play out in print, where newspapers across this country are simply closing or scaling back and laying off workers in the process. A similar thing happening in local TV news. Many people, they've reached out to me to express their concerns about the loss of Fios1 News, and now politicians on both the local, state, and federal level, they're rallying and showing their support, and they say they don't want Fios1 to go away. Fios1's Raimundi, he has more. Ray?
Richard, on the steps of New Rochelle City Hall, you see right here behind me, there was a host of politicians representing federal, state, and local government. All are demanding Verizon resume talks for a potential contract extension with RNN-TV to provide Fios1 cable subscribers with hyperlocal news.
Good morning, everyone.
One by one,
We believe Verizon has made an error.
This is about corporate greed.
federal, state, and local elected leaders expressing their disappointment and anger.
And every time we see a news outlet potentially disappear, and particularly if the purpose is for corporate profit to reduce a cost factor, then we're damaging American democracy.
They gathered here on the steps of New Rochelle City Hall. Their purpose, demanding Verizon, the parent company of Fios1 News, resume negotiations for a potential contract extension with RNN-TV and continue to provide Fios cable subscribers with hyperlocal news.
Good evening and welcome to Fios1 News Now. I'm Mike Gilling.
I'm Courtney Kane. Thank you for joining us.
For the past 10 years, RNN-TV has produced hyperlocal newscasts and other programming to the people of the Lower Hudson Valley, Long Island, and New Jersey. But approximately 3 weeks ago, Verizon decided not to renew its contract with RNN, setting off a firestorm of backlash.
I stand with my colleagues today to encourage Verizon to think again and to also encourage them to stand by their commitment to our community and to the rest of the region.
From Albany to our nation's capital, dozens upon dozens of elected officials on both sides of the aisle wrote signed letters to Verizon, urging the telecommunications company to renegotiate their decades-old agreement with the regional news network. There was even a social media campaign led by the governors of both New York and New Jersey in hopes of saving 150 RNN employees from losing their jobs in mid-November.
We should go back to the way we have. We should reinstate those jobs. We should give people in Westchester choice.
Elected leaders were profound in expressing the importance of a competitive hyperlocal news market, which will be eliminated in just 2 months.
This is a sad day today. Today, we are being told by Verizon that they have decided to shut down the access to competition and more voices in the news.
And now lawmakers say they're investigating every option necessary to require cable service providers to tend to the needs of the communities they serve.
We believe that we can craft some changes to state law to ensure that every cable company in the state takes its obligation to deal with the local concerns very seriously.
Next time someone wants to run their fiber in one of our communities and get an exclusive deal, next time someone wants to put up a cell tower in one of our neighborhoods, we're going to remember this.
We did reach out to Verizon to have them specifically comment on the rally that happened right here behind me. Verizon said it would not comment on the press conference, but did add that News 12 will be offered to Fios customers starting in mid-November. Richard, back to you.
Ray, thank you very much. As you've seen there, support from lawmakers, not just the ones you saw, but from across this region on the local, state, and federal level. It has been heartening, as have been the efforts to initiate the legislation you just heard described by that lawmaker and others that would require cable operators to have to produce their own original local news. So for me, this is obviously personal. The well-being of a lot of hardworking people hangs in the balance, but I believe you at home should also be concerned about the trend that's happening in the world of news. With facts at a premium and producers of it dwindling in number, the elimination of Fios1 and other sources of real local news makes us both a less informed and a more vulnerable public. We will continue to fight the good fight, but I just wanted to say thank you to all those officials and all those viewers who have made their feelings known and will continue to over the coming weeks and months. Thank you again. Coming up next, a former lobbyist for the NRA. He'll join us and we'll debate where we go from here when it comes to gun control.